Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson, speaking on that quote-unquote UFO sighting that took place in southern Nevada, I believe. And, we understand that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is going to do all manners of wickedness, deception, illusion, chaos, and try to bring order behind it, in efforts to gain control of the minds of the people. Okay, and one device that he claims to be a CT, which goes into a conspiracy, THEORY, is the Project Bluebeam, which allows this man to use high-tech technology, really state-of-the-art technology, to create illusions, man, even sounds, you see? And honestly, through the spirit, I speak as a man. If you ask me, this is about, what took place over there in southern Nevada, and this man claims to have pretty much fallen chariots of another planet. He claims to have certain crafts, that have crashed, which is bullshit. Okay? We're talking about an omnipotent power, okay? Where his devices are not even of this realm, okay? A flying apparatus of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which is in the form of these chariots, they're not going to be able to be shot down, okay? They're not going to crash. You see, you're not going to have any, you're not going to be able to collect them, you're not going to have any part of them. That's all bullshit, okay? We're talking about the creator of everything, man, okay? We're talking about Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man, the true power of all heaven and earth, but again, this just shows the pride in Esau. And this whole Project Bluebeam scheme is pretty much him canceling out, okay, there being a higher power. This is what this is all about. Just like the Big Bang Theory, man. Okay, just like the Big Bang Theory, where this man conjured up a story, right? And the moral of it is him being in power, as if he's just the dominant species, okay, just by nature, Again, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is a deceptive, lying bastard, okay? And for those of us that are in this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we're not going to be deceived by him, man. We know exactly what this man is all about. See, so through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the first scripture I want to get was the book of Psalms, real quick. All right, the book of Psalms, chapter 104, giving you a glance of the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and his chariots, man. The book of Psalms, chapter 104, and verse 1, and it reads, verse 3 is the point. The book of Psalms, chapter 104, and verse 1, and it reads, "Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord, my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, man. Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment. Who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, man." This is the type of power, okay, we're talking about, we're dealing with here. But here it is, Esau's telling you he has quote-unquote UFOs, man, which are the chariots of the Lord. He's telling you he's got some that have fallen, that have crashed. You know, and these people in the world, they believe this man. They believe in these aliens that this man's promoting. Big green men with big heads and big black eyes. They believe this mess, man. You see that movie E.T.? Hey, they believe these things, man. You know? This is why, hey, the Wadi Ha'abashim Yahweh Shai for the Holy Spirit, man. You see, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We know exactly what this man is about. There's no way in the world that this man has a chariot, okay, of the fourth dimension, okay? There's no way this man has a chariot of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. He may have a Hollywood studio, Studio 4 chariot, UFO, but he damn sure don't got no UFO out of the fourth dimension, man, okay? Out of the realm of our power. We're dealing with a power that's omnipotent, man. Omnipotent. He's everywhere all the time. Wrap your mind around that, man. Scripture says that his throne is inestimable, man. You see? Matter of fact, let me go get that real quick. And let me see. Let me see here. Let's go here. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8. Come on now. Khan in verse 20, and it reads, Esau, Edom, a so-called white man's out of his mind. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, and verse 20, and it reads, O Lord, thou that dwellest in everlastingness, which beholdest from above the things in the heaven and in the air. Here it is. He's above the heavens, man. He's beholding things above the heavens, man, and in the air, man. This is the power we're dealing with. We just read it in Psalms 104. We're gonna go back there. He covers himself with a light as with a garment, man. Come on, Evil E. This is our power, man. The power of Yasha Allah, man. The God of Israel. 2nd Ezra 8 and 21. And here's the point. Whose throne is inestimable, man. That word inestimable goes into something that's immeasurable. You can't measure it. You can't measure it, man. It's uncalculable, right? Whose glory may not be comprehended, man. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's glory can't be comprehended. You can't mentally understand Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Here it is. This man's telling you he has a craft of his. Lying bastard. Whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the hosts, right, the armies of angels stand with trembling, man. Man, this is the true power, okay? The true God of the Bible and his only begotten son, the energy that they're coming in, man. Okay, not no passive leprosy having, okay? A stringy head, blue-eyed, sometimes brown, okay? Faggot-looking bastard, man. No, man. Hey, our power means business, man. All this judgment that takes place on the planet Earth is of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Psalm 68, man. All issues of death are of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. And you people are about to find that out firsthand. Firsthand, man. Hey, that judgment's coming, man. Continuing on in Psalms 104. But let's stick to the topic. The book of Psalms, chapter 104. And verse 2 again. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment. Who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, man. Going into that inestimable throne, man. And here's the point. Let's blow this up. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters. Oh, might I add, these chariots have cloud cloaking technology, man. These chariots can cloud cloak, man. Salaki, I went back. Khan, these chariots can cloud cloak. Matter of fact, let me continue on. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, man. Yo, there be chariots up in the sky in the daytime, and we don't even know it, man. Because they can cloak into clouds, man. They have cloud cloaking technology. But once again, here it is. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is telling you he got some of them. He done shot some of them down. Right? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind, man. Come on, man. When you read the scriptures, man, with understanding, with the Ruach HaKodesh resting upon you, right? And then you come across videos like this, you can see right through this bastard, man. Check this video out. I'm getting this off of the beloved brother, the GMS Factworks 144.
Southern Nevada is abuzz tonight with stories about the crash of an unknown object and the alleged sighting of strange creatures in the backyard of a Northwest Valley home.
So it was last night that 8 News Now investigator David Charnes reported about how Metro Police responded back on May 1st after receiving a strange call from a very frightened family. Well, our report generated a global response, and now piecing together the sequence of events has been kind of tricky, in part because the primary witnesses have been almost as elusive as the beings they say they encountered. Chief Investigator George Knapp is as perplexed as the rest of us, George.
As you know, this is not our first UFO rodeo. We first heard about the incident in early May via the Metro Police grapevine. The incident has a lot in common with other...
Look at this nigga. Yeah, we know it's not your first UFO rodeo, man, because, hey, Studio 66, man. Hollywood Boulevard, man. Studio 66. You see? They got a handful of them, man. Hey, and we got to get into that Project Bluebeam as well. I got an older article. You know, Lord willing, we can get into that real brief. You see? Hey, but check out the the farce, okay, in this news clip. And the lack of authenticity, okay, in these witnesses, man. Listen to the voice of this dude, ironically named Angel, okay? Listen to the tone of his voice, man. When he's describing what he sees in his own backyard.
Bizarre cases from around the world, an alleged crash, strange beings, and bits and pieces that don't make sense. But the police took this seriously, and so do we. Just before midnight on April 30th, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens. A police officer working in the Northwest Valley caught a glimpse of the colorful object on his body cam. At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash. One family living in a ranch-style home had a much closer view of the object. Two brothers and their father were working on a vehicle in their yard when they caught a glimpse of a sparkly object as it came crashing down, then were hit by what they describe as a shock wave. One of the witnesses, a young man named Angel, has stated when the brothers looked into the yard where the object landed, that spot was obscured and blurry, as if by unknown form of camouflage. What they saw next prompted a frantic call to 911.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
8 News Now investigators have spoken.
So, the news broadcasters say the frantic call, okay? That man did not sound frantic. Look up the word frantic, okay? So the individuals they seen were 8 feet, and then 9 feet, and then 10 feet. You see? And don't get it twisted. You know, they could have been seeing something being projected, you know, by Esau's Project Bluebeam. You know? It's highly likely, man. You know, and we can't cancel out Yahweh Bashim Yahushai because we know that the Lord does deal on the left-hand side as well. You see? So it could have been strange apparitions, and we can't leave nothing out. But one thing we do know is that evil is bogus, man. You see? And what you're going to find out at the end of this clip, is you're going to be able to see, okay, that this thing's screaming Project Bluebeam, man. Okay, he's pretty much prepping the minds of the people, man. Check it out.
with family members multiple times in the past 4 weeks, but each of the 3 times we accepted their invitation to do an interview, they didn't answer the door or their phone. These are some of the claims they've made in other public forums. Multiple family members backed up the story in an initial police report we obtained. Angel says they heard the patter of multiple feet in the yard. They later heard footsteps on their roof. They saw one of the 8-foot-tall creatures climb behind the controls of a large front loader stored in the yard, as if trying to engage it. He got a good look at one of the creatures, he said, a greenish-grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he could hear its deep breaths, and when he locked eyes, he was, in essence, frozen in place, couldn't move. In the middle of the yard, where the object had crashed, then vanished, a circular impression was left in the soil.
Okay, where is this on your property?
Metro sources say the police dispatcher initially wondered whether to send a crisis intervention team to help the troubled witness, but then took the incident seriously. 2 officers arrived 38 minutes after the call, and by then had heard from other officers. They proceeded cautiously and managed some nervous laughs.
I ain't dealing with that.
A few days later, the family says 2 Metro sergeants returned to the scene to ask follow-up questions. The family says they also saw men in suits and sunglasses driving in a car with government plates cruising slowly past the house in the following days. Nellis and Creech have denied any interest or involvement with the incident. Metro has indicated they believe the family that something crashed in their yard. But what?
Someone else has access to it.
You mentioned, George, in that piece that, they were frozen because so many people have been critical of, why didn't get their phone out? Why didn't they shoot the video? Do we know if there's even any video of this incident?
Yes and no. So there's a surveillance camera in the backyard. The property owner keeps that because he's got a lot of experience.
This nigga's a complete liar. But yeah, hey, Universal Studios, man. Okay, this is what this is about. All right, Universal Studios, man. All right, what we had before is a bunch of actors. Okay, because what Evil E's doing, man, he's prepping the minds of the people, man. You see, to create this false mashayak, all right, that he has plans on unveiling. All right, now let's go here real quick. Now this article, right, is from 2015, going into this CT supposedly, right? Right, but we know Evil E's capable of this technology, man. He does it at the movies. When you go to the movies and watch those 3D movies and at the IMAX, hey, this is the type of technology this man's dealing with, and that's on a low level. That's low level. You see? And we know he has the sixth branch of the military. What? The Space Force, man. What do you think that's about? Right, this is from news.com, right, AU, right, .au, and the title reads, Project Bluebeam CT, okay, suggests NASA has secret plans to create a new world order. And we know that's not far-fetched. We know that's not far-fetched, man. And it's dated October 26, 2015, okay? Now it reads the C, right, the CT about NASA's secret plans has gained momentum after a series of bizarre events. But is it complete nonsense? And that was at this time, I guess. Matter of fact, let me just get into this real quick. And look, this is what it's all about. This is what this man's going to do. He's going to create a false coming of the Messiah, man. Okay? Now let's get into this real quick. When a bizarre event was captured on film, showing what appeared to be dark skyscrapers floating in the clouds above China, the world was puzzled. While scientists were quick to dismiss occurrence as a mirage, not all agreed. In the days after the event, one particular CT started to gather serious momentum. The belief the sighting was the result of a secret NASA mission known as Project Bluebeam. Okay, Canadian journalist and conspiracy tease Serge Moniz first developed the theory in 1994 before publishing its beliefs in a book entitled PBB. Right? The theory suggests NASA and the United Nations are planning to create an NWO, which is true, and we're even, closer to that today than ever before. I mean, they're being all out with it. Now they weren't all out with it at this time back in 2015, but now this has came to fruition. You see, which really brings light to this, older article. But needless to say, let's continue on. The theory suggests NASA and the United Nations, with the UN, right, part of the beast, right, are planning to create an NWO by using technologically simulated mind control, okay, to shape a global new age religion, man. You see? Hey, this is not far-fetched, man. You see, this man's going to use, this goes into his miracles, man, spoken of in Revelations 13. You see, Mr. Marnus believed generating a global new age religion was the only thing that would make a worldwide dictatorship possible, and also the control of the monetary system. You see, this is what this whole CBDC is about. You see, it's to create a digital dollar that's going to be worldwide, okay, which is going to usher in Revelations 13 and 16, man, the MOTB, in the form of that micro CHIP, man. And this thing's right over the horizon. You see, evil E's coming from all angles, man. Right? Let's see what we want here. Do we want any more? Let's get a little bit more. Mr. Marnus detailed his belief that NASA would aim to discredit all existing religions through the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge. His science, you see, falsely so-called, right? Step 1 deals with the setup of earthquakes at certain precise locations. We've seen that, okay? Of the planet, where supposedly new discoveries will suddenly explain the wrong meaning of all major religion basic doctrines, he said. Right? The theory suggests that by providing evidence to falsify the teachings of all major religions, people will be more likely to accept it. Right? The New Age religion, when it is formed, let's see, a gigantic space with 3D okay, here it is. Here we go. Right, a gigantic space with 3D holographic laser projections, man. This is what this man's capable of, man. Right, Mr. Marnus said the second stage is creating a new NWO, right, would be using a gigantic space show, right, with 3D holographic images, lasers. Salakia. With 3D holographic images, lasers, and sounds to seduce people into believing in a new power. See, so this man can create sound. So that sound that they heard in the backyard, the big bang, and the, you know what I mean? He starts able to do these things, man, with his technology. You see? He's able to do these things, man. And ultimately, this is what he's going to execute in efforts to, win over the mind of the people, man. You know, he's going to create chaos. He's going to create a frantic situation. And then, oh, here he comes. Oh, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, coming to bring the order. He has the remedy. Because he created the problem, man. As usual. You see? But this nigga is not going to be able to do anything when Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai visits him with this evil, man. Because that's what's coming to this man. Evil. You see, he's not going to be able to fake, okay? The chariots truly coming to visit this man. Scripture says they're going to enter into the house of the thief, man. What's that? Micah the 3rd, Micah the 2nd chapter. You see? Lord, actually, matter of fact, we're going to get that. He can't fake that. You ain't going to be able to fake that funk. Matter of fact, let's go back to the scriptures. Let's go here real quick. Let's go to Isaiah. You can't fake the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Let's go here. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 31. Let me start from my points down in 2 and 3. But man, I got to start from the top. The book of Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1, and it reads, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Egypt being what? Modern day Egypt is Mystery Babylon the Great. Revelations 11. Spiritually Sodom in Egypt, man. Okay, this is talking about Mystery Babylon the Great, aka America. And stay on horses. And woe to them, woe to who? 230 you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That can't let this nigga alone. You can't let go of the hand of evil E. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. And this is likening to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's military, man. You see? And he does have a strong military, man. You know, don't get it twisted. You know, this man's been blessed with the sword. Okay, and he does not bear it in vain. Okay, this man, he's been blessed, you know, with the ability to have a powerful military, man. You know, via Genesis 27, man. When Isaac, who is Yahweh Shai, if you can receive it, blessed this demon in the form of Esau, man, his progenitor. Okay, with the sword, man. And he's living by it like I said he would. Right? Let's continue on. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, right? Neither seek the Lord. You 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't look upon your power, which is a divine one, which is controlling this whole movie, which is controlling Evil E, which has Evil E in the trick bag. You see? This is going to cost you your life, man, not trusting in your power. But hey, everybody got to play off their lot. Isaiah 31:2. Yet he also is wise. Who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? He also is wise, man. And will bring evil, man. Bad times. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring bad times, man. And will not call back his word. Numbers 23:19. Go read it. But will arise against the house of the evildoers. Who's the house of the evildoers? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Malachi 1:4. Okay? Evil E. Right? And against the help of them that work iniquity, man. So all you wicked 2/3 niggas that want to help this man, all you heathen joined unto Evil E, guess what? Evil's going to come upon you, man. Evil, man. Evil and only evil is going to come upon you, man. In the form of these calamities that the Lord's sending. Teeth of wild beasts, famine, uproars of the people, right? Hey, the missiles and the laser beams from the chariots, man. You're going to taste something. See? You're going to taste something, man. Because, again, we quoted earlier. Malachi, okay? Malachi, man. Is it Malachi? No, let me see. Micah? I gotta look this up real quick. I think it's, let me see. He's gonna enter into the house of the thief, man. Zechariah. Let's get this real quick. The book of Zechariah, chapter 5. Let's get this real quick. The point is in verse 4, but we gotta start from the top. Right? Then I turned, the book of Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1, and it reads, Then I turned and lifted up my eyes, right? And looked, and behold, a flying roll. And this is what Zechariah seen, man. Okay? What's that flying roll? The chariots, man. Right? And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. And don't get it twisted. All right, these chariots come in various sizes and shapes, man. Hey, via the NASA live stream that they cut off months ago. I don't know if you Akiyam and Akwaf saw it, you know, but they were streaming. And they were flying objects, man. They were chariots, man. Huge chariots, man. Some smaller than others, some bigger than others, man. And then you had that, he was a Northern Kingdom brother. He was bugging out from what he was seeing, man. I think I still got that clip. Lord willing, if I got that clip, Lord willing, if I can find that clip, I'm going to put it at the end of this video. Lord willing, if I can find it. I think I may have it. You see? Hey, these chariots coming all very, hey, people going to be dropping dead, man. When they see these chariots break through the bust through this atmosphere, man. Right? For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Right? Who's the biggest thief and who's been swearing, okay, on the Lord and lying, man? Okay, since his inception. You guessed it. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. This man has been doing all manners of wickedness, okay, since he's come into power, man. since he's come into power, man. He's been raping, robbing, stealing, killing. Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept. Hey, this is why this judgment's got to be so harsh upon this man, man. The book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1, and it reads, woe to them, destruction to them, man, that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. These devils don't sleep, pursuant to Proverbs, the 4th chapter, unless they cause some to fall, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has the fatness of the earth as I speak. You see? This man is in the position of power. And all he does is push forth wickedness, man. But there's a penalty for that, man. Right? And they covet fields. And when you covet something, you desire somebody's stuff, man. And you, and a similar word for covetous. One of the similar words for covetous is what word is that? Man, let me go get it real quick. It escapes me at the moment. We got to go get it. Let's get it from let me see if I got a tab open. I don't. Let's do this. Let's do this, right? We'll just get it.
Covetous.
Covetous, right? Having or showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else, man. And one of those similar words that's heavy is rapacious, man. Right? And it goes into what? Aggressively greedy, man. Aggressively greedy or grasping. You see? So, you're willing to hurt people for their things. And this is what this man has displayed. This man has displayed this form of conduct. You see? Back in the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 2 from the top, and they covet fields and take them by violence, man. And houses, okay? And take them away. And this is why by violence, this man's going to be removed, pursuant to Revelations 18, because this is how this man operated. See? By violence, man, has he taken houses, man, and land, right? And so they oppress a man in his house, right? First and foremost, the Hebrew Israelite, man, right? And everybody else, right? Even a man in his heritage, man. They stole our goddamn heritage, man. Excuse my French, man. They stole our heritage, man. They're claiming to be us, man. But here it is. They can't prove it through the scriptures that they're the chosen people, though. And then when you start to dissect them via the scriptures, what you're gonna find out is that they're nothing but an Edomite. You see? And here's the point right here. Let's blow this up. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against Salakia. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, right? Bad times, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, which goes into proud, right? For this time is evil, man. So this is what you got to look forward to, man. Evil and only evil, man. This is what you demons, okay, have to look forward to, man. Bad times. Let's go back to Zechariah. The book of Zechariah, chapter 5. Going into this chariot, man, these chariots, right? And the point, right? Verse 4, we read that. We read verse 3. Here's the point, right? Zechariah 5 and 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, man. Evil E, man, in the form of Babylon the Great. You see? This man stole everything. This man stole everything, man. He raped, robbed, and pillaged the whole earth. So here it is. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to enter in, man. He's going to come into this realm with them chariots, man, in the form of the hosts of heaven, along with his son Yahweh Shai, and wreak havoc, okay, upon evil E's dwelling, man. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the house, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof, man. Hey, these things are going to be zapping everything in sight, man, these chariots, man. Hey, along with the missiles, man, that are going to be flying around. You see, this thing's not a game. Hey, this is why we got to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You see, we have a divine power, a divine entity on our side. This is why 2/3 of you, Jake, are going to look real foolish out there in a minute. Okay, trusting in your enemy, you're going to look real foolish. Matter of fact, I almost forgot. Let's go back to Isaiah and finish that out. We'll close out right here. Isaiah 31:3, the point, right? We'll blow this up. The book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 3, and it reads, now the Egyptians, right, which the modern day Egyptian is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? Now the Egyptians are men and not Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And their horses flesh and not spirit, man. You see? Hey, these chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, these are from the fourth dimension, man. These are of the spirit of the Lord, man. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is on these chariots, man. You ain't shooting these things down. These things aren't crashing. Are you out of your mind? Hey, this just goes to show how crazy Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, truly is, man. Right? When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall. And, ooh, shit, let's read this from the top. Salakia. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, man. Who's the mighty right hand of Yahweh? Yahweh Shai. Both he that helpeth shall fall. And he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fail together. So those of you that are helping this demon, those of you that are hoping in this demon, you're all going to fail right along with this demon, man. You see? Because according to this movie, okay, the devil that the Bible speaks of, whom is none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he loses at the end of this one, man. You see? This third woe that's on the way in the form of World War III, hey, he loses this one. That says the Bible, man. Evil E loses this one, man. Hey, these chariots of the Lord, the host of heaven, are going to run through the militaries, man, of this world. Pursuant to 2 Ezra 13. Go read it, man. Hey, you see, this is the power we serve. This is the power we're coming in the authority of, man. This is why Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai told us, don't worry. He's going to help us, man. Don't worry. Likened us unto a worm. What's that? Is that Isaiah 44, I believe? Isaiah 41? One of the two. You see? And we have a divine power on our side. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We got nothing to worry about, man. You see, we just got to stay bold as lions, man. And for those of you men, women, and children, that don't have the lot, obviously, of a, prophet, teacher, evangelist, thing of the sort. Hey, the Lord has his spirit on you as well. You're going to be bold to the end of this thing. You see, because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is dealing. And this is what these people are going to find out. You see, but a lot of people are going to be deceived, okay, by Evil E's Project Bluebeam and the other deceptive devices that this man's gripping. You see, but the elect, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number, will not be deceived, man. Why? Because the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai in the form of the Rakak Quadash is resting upon us, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halalium La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Quadash. Shalom.